Hey, good Monday morning, everyone. This is Joe. Welcome to my scripture reflection for Monday, May the 15th. Hope you're doing well on this Monday morning. I have an announcement. I'd like to tell you that tomorrow I am actually scheduled for a nuclear stress test at 7 a.m. So I will not be with you tomorrow until possibly around noontime when I get home. So please check back around 12 or 1 o'clock Eastern time to see if I had the opportunity to come on and offer a reflection. I think it will be at least that amount of time before I get back here. And I want to say in a very joyous but somewhat somber way that today is the birthday, the heavenly birthday of our Rommel. Rommel was a dachshund who we brought into our home, an absolute gentleman. I named him after the German general Rommel because Dachshund is a German breed. I thought that was kind of cute, if you will. But I couldn't be more wrong in naming him Rommel because Rommel was the calmest, most steadiest, most consistently sweet gentleman that you could ever find in your entire life. He really had a way about him that was soaked in by so many who met him. And unfortunately, he got sick with Cushing's disease when he was only about 8 years old. And even then, all he wanted to do was be consistently near you, a gentleman, and someone who just wanted to offer and receive love. So happy heavenly birthday to our Rommel. With Rommel in mind, I'm going to ask you to quiet your minds and hearts as we prepare to hear today's gospel, which is from St. John, chapter 15, verses 26 to chapter 16, verse 4. Jesus said to his disciples, "When the advocate comes, whom I will send you from the Father, the Spirit of truth, who proceeds from the Father, he will testify to me. And you also testify, because you have been with me from the beginning. I have told you this so that you may not fall away. They will expel you from the synagogues. In fact, the hour is coming when everyone who kills you will think he is offering worship to God. They will do this because they have not known either the Father or me. I have told you this so that when their hour comes, you may remember that I told you." So Jesus warns us today about falling away and the dangers of falling away from him, falling away from his presence, falling away from his love. And we think to ourselves, well, I'm never going to do that, but we do. And we do it with two extremes. We do it with the extreme of maybe too high on ourselves, so to speak, where we don't feel we need Jesus in our life. Or we, on that same end of that spectrum, but a little bit different, we overdo it, if you will, which is possible to overdo our faith. We're too involved, where we need to step back a little bit. And the other end of the spectrum where we fall away is when we get fearful and when we question ourselves and I can't do this and I shouldn't be doing this. And those two ends of the spectrum, if you will, are the most dangerous places where we fall away. Where we are to stay is to actually, coincidentally today, follow the lead of my Rommel. We have to be consistent, which is one of my 4 C's to a stronger heart. Consistency, steady. I'm working on this whole 24/7 meditative mindset. That's where we need to be, in a very calm but steady place. And when we are there, if you think about it in other aspects of life, it is far less likely to fall away from our goal, fall away from our desires. We're not at the other extremes. We're steady in the middle. So today, my friends, I ask you to find that place. I ask you to find it, and then let me know, how did it go for you? Work on it with a mindfulness, a prayerfulness, and a steadiness. And if you need to, think of my Rommel. He'll bring you that gift, which is certainly one to be cherished. Well, my friends, it's my message today. I always welcome your comments and your thoughts. I wish you all a wonderful Tuesday. And like I said in my intro, I may be here tomorrow. I will try my best. If not, I will see you back here on Wednesday. Take care, everyone.